Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Tanya. For those of you that are new, I appreciate you stopping by. And for all my friends, thank you so much for joining in. I just wanted to take a minute to hop on and first of all, apologize for the lack of videos that went out. I really meant for there to be a video last week on winter decor, and that just didn't happen. There was a little bit of sickness, a little lack of organization, a little overwhelming with all that I had to do. And then of course we had some beautiful, beautiful snow that just was mesmerizing. And you know, when it snows and you have the fireplace going, it's just the last thing I wanted to do was to get up and do things other than read a book and watch movies and cuddle and listen to the crackle of the fire. So that was kind of my fault, but I do have my winter decor up and ready to go. So I'm definitely going to take you on a tour and let you see. It's not a decorate with me. So much of it you guys have already seen. A lot of it is just stuff that we had up at Christmas that was not just Christmas. So I just left it up and did a little bit of rearranging. So I'll take you all around and let you see just what we do. And it's really only 2 rooms. I don't do any winter decor in the rest of the house. I love Christmas and I love the winter aspects of it, but I also very much like getting my house pulled back together and just kind of having that month or so of just not plain, that's not the right word, but just that clean, very neat look with just not a lot going on. So that's kind of how the rest of the house is right now. Waiting till Valentine's Day, which I don't do a lot for Valentine's Day. I will decorate a little bit in the living room and the kitchen, but that'll be it. So anyway, kind of got off on a tangent there. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful New Year. If you were the recipient of snow last week, I hope you enjoyed it. It is such a rarity here in the South. Well, maybe not all the South, but like I live in Middle Tennessee and I live in middle of Middle Tennessee, and it's kind of like some of us that joke that are around here, like we just have a dome over our little small area where all the counties around us will be getting snow and we're just sitting there, not a flake in the sky. And so every so often, you know, everything will line up right and we will get snow. We actually had snow twice last week. I work in the school system, so we had a snow day Monday and then we had a snow day Thursday and Friday. So that was just amazing to get that little phone call that schools are closed. And you get to stay home and enjoy the day with your family. Now, my children are grown, so I did not have a reason really to bundle up and go out in the snow, but our dogs did go out just for a little bit. They didn't like, you know, our big German Shepherd, she just kind of went out and did what she needed to do and come back in. And the little dog, she used to really enjoy getting out in the snow, but the older she gets, it's just too hard on her. She wants to come right back in. But we just certainly did enjoy watching it fall. And I even took a little video that I'm gonna insert of the snow falling, and some of you may be like, we know what snow looks like, but guys, it's just so pretty. I just couldn't help but do it. But anyway, I'm going to take you on a little tour now with the house, and basically just the 2 rooms, and let you see the winter decor that we ended up with. And you guys will have to let me know what you think. Okay, so with the mantle, the only thing that I changed was I took down the Merry Christmas sign and we put up these arches. I didn't have a winter plan for this. There was a picture that I wanted from Hobby Lobby in September. In case you didn't hear me, I saw this picture in September and I was going to wait for it to go on sale. I would go in and check, and there were plenty of them. The day the stuff went 40% off, the picture, it just had to have gone. It had to have been people waiting on it that day. And I never saw anything that I wanted that was just more of a winter picture. So I had to come up with something else. This was a last minute decision. all of the Christmas decor was already gone. So yes, I know that the middle arch, the wreath, is too small. Hopefully I will either be able to get a larger wreath for that next year, or maybe the picture that I wanted, or do something very different. But the mantle itself stayed the same. There is that pine cone garland that I've had out since the fall, so I've been able to use that for fall, for Christmas, and I will use it through the winter. A very versatile garland. I do hope they bring that back. It has been just a great investment. There's my flocked garland that I got at Walmart. The flocked trees that we had. And there, my sleigh is still up. I did add a Let's Get Cozy sign, and I moved my trees from the right to the left. That way they weren't overshadowed by the Christmas tree. So there you can see our fire and how nasty that marble is. That is a goal this year, to get that marble switched out to a dark slate, because hopefully we will be able to still use our wood burning fireplace and it be more aesthetically pleasing to look at. But that is our winter mantle. Just some very subtle changes to carry it over into winter. How many of you are taking full-on advantage of the framed artwork on YouTube that you can put as a screensaver as your TV? I love it. I, was a little envious when those TVs came out. I guess they haven't been out that long, where you can look, hang it, it looks like artwork. They're so daggone expensive. There was no way that we were going to get that. So when I found this, I've just been in love with it, and it's just peaceful and calm, and we've definitely been taking advantage of that. So moving down to these shelves. Now this little piece is definitely on our to-do list this year. It is one of our many projects. We hope for it to go away. I actually know what I want. It's just timing and everything working out. Because if I'm able to get the TV stand, then that will, prayerfully, I will be able to get the end tables, and maybe we haven't really talked about the coffee table, but I want the coffee table too. But you can see that I made those little cubicles just winter, actually. The only thing that I pulled out was the white canister. It's something I kind of keep out in spring and summer. The snow I actually had in the dining room. It is another little treat that came from Pop Shelf though. So like I said, definitely something to check out if you have a Pop Shelf in your area. I think that we're going to find some interesting little finds there. So just transitioning that to winter. Hello, Lucille. We'll be careful. Keep her out of the shot, because not everybody is dog happy, but we definitely are. And so my little corner over here stayed the same. Exactly the same. I did that on purpose. As I told you all many times, the whole goal was to keep things that would transition into the winter. There's Nubby. And I think Nubby was like 20 bucks. And I was kind of, I do definitely try to be budget conscious as I buy things to decorate with. And I remember when I bought him, kind of thinking, gosh, he's $20. But here he is, another one. He was out for the fall. We left him out for Christmas, and I'll use him out until I take that whole setting down. He just fits perfectly in that with those little trees. Now, to the lamps. I get so many compliments on our lamps. People that come to our home, or from you guys. I took all of the snow and the trees out and just filled them each up with pine cones. How perfect, since there's pine cones all over these two rooms. So it's just another nice little transition. Definitely goes with the setting that I'm trying to set. And I don't know what I will do for spring. I didn't have these during the spring, so I'll have to be thinking on that. Kept the exact same wreath up. Okay, so now I'm moving into the kitchen, little dinette area, and I was very excited to bring the ladder back. I love that's Lucy and her toy, I'm sorry. I loved the sign that I had there for Christmas. My ladder is new, so was excited to bring it back. Now, my little wreath up there is too small. I know it's too small. When I was shopping for winter things, I guess it's because the ladder was out of sight, out of mind, I didn't even think that I would need to get a wreath for the transition time, from going into winter to spring. So that is definitely on my list for next year. And I added just some little pine cones, brought out my rolling pins again and my little cutting board that my sister had made for me. But these, I want to see if I can point this out. These little things, I love these. I bought 8 of them, and they're napkin rings, and they're just, it's a cute little way to add the, the winter greenery and the pine cones. I just think they're really cute. I watched Crystal Tara on YouTube, and she was using napkin rings on her tier tray. So I did steal that idea from her, but I think that it's a really great idea. And then for my dish towels that you guys know I say are great ways to bring in a decor, and it's very affordable. I got these at the Target dollar spot. I think I was able to get these towards the end of November or 1st of December. I'm not really sure when I looked up and found them, but this was a pack of 2, and I love the little outdoor scene. I like it a lot more than the ski lodge part, but together it's really cute. And then I come back with my conversion chart, and there is more greenery and more pine cones. So that's just a cute little way, a few fun things I did just to kind of keep the winter theme going with my ladder. Okay, so then right behind the couch, you guys know I have this little table and this basket. I changed out the buffalo check blanket and put the green that I had on the ottoman just to kind of keep that green theme going. Moved in the 2 black and white buffalo checked pillows, and as you can see, I have the pillow that matches the hand towel. Now on the other side of this is the ski lodge, so you can use it either way that you want. I like this scene a lot better. And then moving right on, I absolutely changed nothing to the top of this. This is exactly the way that it was for Christmas. Well, I take that back. I had sleigh bells. I did pack up my sleigh bells, but I did keep this along with keeping the flocked, it kept carried on with the flocked theme. I apologize, guys. I can't talk today. It's a snow day and my brain is not functioning. But I had a friend of mine say it's still Christmas. It is not. It can be Christmas. It can be winter. I'm going with this as winter decor. You've got your greenery and your pine cones, and I love the warm glow of the lights. So it is fine. And always remember, it is your home. So you do whatever you want that makes you feel comfortable and calm and peaceful. And I know she did not mean, she wasn't being ugly, but it did make me want to point out that it is your home, guys. You don't do anything that you don't want to do. So just make it as comfortable for you and your family. Now down below, I did change. I had my chicken wire shelf up, and I moved that and brought my bread box back out. That little basket I got from my Secret Santa, so I filled it up with pine cones, and I have a winter pitcher. Those 2 containers have dog treats in them and my little wooden pig. And of course, way back in the back is some more greenery. And then carrying over, as I was taking down Christmas and moving things, I brought over a cluster of 3 little trees just to go on top of my bin there. I keep flour and extra bags of sugar and things in that, so not everything is just for looks. Well, some decorative pieces I definitely make functional. Now, I have done 2 decorate with me's on this wall, and I did not do one this time. I think you guys have seen all of this. This was just, you know, just kind of threw it up there. I took Christmas down with the exception of the barn winter scene there. There is a tiny little wreath on the door with a tiny little red bow, but I thought that I could get away with pulling that off just through winter. So I just pulled that back together for the transition time. I did keep in my little buckets the winter picks with the frosted greenery and the pine cones and the white berries. But I think that's just a nice little, you know, simple little look to carry us into that transition time that we're all waiting to decorate for the next holiday or season, or, you know, however you do with your home. And then with my bench, I moved over the black and white check blanket that was out of the basket, and I put my Hello Winter pillow there. It's just again, just kind of a simple little calm way to add a little bit of winter decor. Okay guys, so this is it. This is my big table display for the winter. I know I always try to have a nice tablescape, something that I fret over and takes me a long time to get right. But once again, this is just kind of a calm time for me. It's a stress-free time. I wanted something very simple and useful, which I think that, you know, this is still cute. I have my little jute placemat just to kind of set this on top of. This is a Lazy Susan tray that I got at the Target dollar spot. I'm not even sure when I got that. It was between October and December. This little rock, fake rock with a snowflake on it, I got at Hobby Lobby last year on clearance. Here we see another one of the napkin rings with some pine cones. These are my salt and pepper shakers. I got these in the spring collection. No, well, maybe the fall collection of Hobby Lobby, I'm not really sure. More pine cones, and then our napkin holders, which is on clearance now at Hobby Lobby for like $3 or $4. But I think it's cute. It matches our kitchen and the kind of the theme that we got going on. So that is it. Just a very simple, very functional table setting. We use this table for every meal. So every time I have a tablescape, I have to remove it every single time we eat. And I just don't, what I'm getting ready to start and have a lot going on this next couple months, I just don't have time. Well, I guess I do have time to take a plate off a table, but I'm just going to be real. I just don't want to. I want to have, like I said, some stress-free, easy, quiet, calming transition time. Now, here we are moving right on into the kitchen. I brought the chicken wire shelf back. I love this thing. I like to decorate it and create all types of different looks with it. It is just, I don't have a large kitchen and I don't have a lot of counter space. So this takes up, as you can see, almost the whole counter, and I just can't keep it out all the time, especially, you know, that's where our cocoa bar was. But all that I did was that is I put the flameless flickering candles in there. That middle one has some pine cones. Y'all, I have a ridiculous amount of pine cones, and I don't know that I knew that I had that many. They just kind of, I decorated them, you know, throughout the house. And so this year when I pulled them all together, I was like, well, I definitely do not need to buy any more pine cones. But I moved my little white houses that were on my table behind the sofa, just sort of put them all in a collection right there with some little metal houses that I had. That's just a little bit of greenery that I pulled off from a whole stem of greenery that I got at Hobby Lobby. Tiny little pine cones that I got there in the fall. And those little snowmen, they came from the Dollar Tree section. That's not the Dollar Tree, which is not even Dollar Tree anymore. It's what, $1.25 those little snowmen, they came from the dollar section at Target. They were in a group of 3. So I just thought that would be a cute little way to transition into the winter. Over here with my little hand soap, just that's the same greenery that is on top of the house as with the houses on top of the chicken wire shelf. A little garland there, the beaded garland. I don't remember where I got that from, honestly, unless, you know what, I may have got that at Pop Shelf. How many of you have a Pop Shelf that has come up in your town. From my understanding, it is like a sister store to the Dollar General. I haven't done a lot of research on it. I've been there twice. The first time I was impressed. There was a lot of cute seasonal holiday things. The second time, they had definitely been shopped. So I shouldn't even say this, I only haven't been 2 times, but I definitely think it's going to be one of those stores that it's really going to matter when you get there. So if you go and you like it, I would probably try to find out when their stocking days are, because it seemed like, stuff in there goes quick. Of course, it's like that in every store these days, but I definitely think that they have some cute, very affordable product. You just probably are going to have to hit it at the right time. I plan on trying to go in a few more times before I make a final decision. Am I going to go? It's at one of our malls, and so am I going to go all the way over there to make trips to go to that store or not? I don't know if it'll be a part of my routine, but like I said, the first time I was impressed. So if you have a pop shelf and you haven't tried it out yet, I would go in, especially they should be getting some Valentine's stuff in, so you can check that out. Now up in the windowsill, I just kind of carried over the lanterns that were in our trees. We both decided those were kind of too cute to pack up. I could probably use those all year, to be honest. I have which you can't really see. Let's see. Nope. Well, if I pick it up, it's probably gonna fall. It just says "Let It Snow." Got that at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago with a couple of pics. Now, for those of you that have been watching me, there's no tier tray. I know I said I wanted to keep things simple and calm and clean, and you're probably like, "Girl, your counters are just full of crap." But this is calm for me. I brought our fruit back, just because I was having to keep it in a very inconvenient place. In my little clock, I just put a little simple snowflake with some tiny pine cones. And then this sled I had on my gallery wall for Christmas. And I had gotten it at the Target dollar spot. There you see there's a couple more of the napkin rings, some more of the greenery that I shared on the chicken wire shelf, the tiny little pine cones. There's the third snowman, the little baby It's Cozy inside that came from Hobby Lobby this year, and that little house I'm pretty sure came from Hobby Lobby as well. Still here, I didn't change this at all. This is exactly how I had it at Christmas. I love the deer plates. I still need one more. I hope Hobby Lobby brings that back this year. To me, it seemed like a big seller for them, so hopefully, and I think it was the first year, and I'm noticing things kind of tend to go in a 2 or 3 year cycle with them, so that'd be great. But all that stayed the same. I'm going to try to take you up there. I pretty much just broke down and did my cabinets, how they'll stay for the summer. It's just, my husband has to hop up there and do that for me, and it's not something I really want to change all the time. So to make things easier on him, we just kept them pretty much the way they are. I don't think I'll do anything for the spring different up there. And there is our second grouping. Just simple. On top of the fridge, there's another little lantern, my deer platter, and actually that's the exact same, except for I did add that lantern. Okay, and I had taken down our coffee bar. My husband wanted me to keep it up. I just couldn't. I needed to clear it out. So I did make him, this is where the coffee maker usually is when it's not Christmas. So I did get that bubblegum machine from Hobby Lobby and filled it up with his marshmallows. Had the little old-fashioned hot cocoa sign there. And this I actually got for like 75% off at Walmart. There was there we go, it focused. Cute little snowman tong that he can use to pull out his marshmallows. There was 4 of them for 75% off. I don't even know what I paid for them. I just thought they were really cute. And so he doesn't have a full-on cocoa maker, but my son and I drink coffee, and this was just more useful for us. And he does have his little marshmallows, and his little cocoa pods are very nearby. Okay, so that was it. Not a lot, just enough to kind of keep that, that feeling of the holidays around just a little bit longer. Kind of remind me of the season that we're in. I always, well, not so much anymore, but I used to, as soon as I took the Christmas tree down, boom, I was ready for spring. But it's a long time coming, and I really wanted to enjoy the season. I love winter. I love the snow, but I wanted to find a way to let my house reflect that. So just in the past couple of years have I really started trying to pick out some winter decor and leave it up. Now, like I said, I don't do a whole lot for Valentine's Day, and I do even little for St. Patrick's Day. But I will try to get a decorate with me in. If not, I could, possibly do some tier trays with you guys. I know that some of you have said you like just the tours of seeing how things come together, and then many of you like the decorates with me. I personally like both. And I'm not, want to get on here and whine, but the decorates with me, for me, are a little difficult. They're challenging right now. I don't have, I guess, the best setup. And like I've said, I'm still really learning. I'm getting ready to, actually, this video was edited on a totally different system than what I'm used to using. So I clearly haven't edited it yet. We'll see how that turns out. I hope it comes out good. It's kind of what I want to be using. So we shall see how that goes. And I do want to try to get on a better schedule to where I may be posting a video at least once a week. I would have to include different content though, not just decorating, possibly a vlog. There is a young lady, well, she's not young, but she's not as old as me either. And I do watch her vlogs. I just kind of enjoy hearing and seeing about her days. So that's interests me, and I might do a couple of those. I'm getting ready to have even less time than what I have. I'm embarking on a goal / dream of mine that was put on hold several years ago, and I am anticipating being able to start going back to college here in the next week or so. So that is going to be challenging, trying to get in a routine and still be able to give 100% at my job and 100% at home to my family and 100% as a student. So I do want to juggle it all, though. I think that I'm capable, and we shall see. Hopefully I will not fall flat on my face. But anyway, that's why I would like to get to a routine to where I have at least one video up a week for you guys. And I hope that you're enjoying watching them. Please let me know. Please like and share these videos. If I do not have Facebook, and I know that that's rare for many people to say these days, but if you have Facebook and you like the video, you're more than welcome to please share it on your Facebook and share it with your friends and just say, hey, I found this crazy gal that likes to decorate just like we do. That would be a great thing that you guys could do, but you don't have to. Just if you would like to do that, that'd be awesome. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the little bit of winter decor that we did. I hope that you are ready to embrace this new year. I know we definitely are. We are up for the challenges that it's going to bring. We have a couple of home projects that are set for this year. We are going to be putting new flooring in our 3 bedrooms upstairs. We already have the flooring, but that is something that we are going to be doing. So we'll be embarking on that, and I'll definitely take you along for some of that. And we hope to get our mantle redone hopefully by fall. I know that I've talked and complained about that a lot in several of my videos, but we are wanting to go with a charcoal slate type tile, and that is something that we are endeavoring to do on our own, but it's very intimidating. I'm not really sure if we need to do it or if we need to reach out and have someone that knows what they're doing do that. But those are 2 really large home projects that I know for sure we intend to get done this year, along with some projects outside. Our pond needs to be reworked, and so that will be a spring project. So I can definitely take you guys along for that and just kind of see how that goes. We are DIYers for the most part. We have lots of ups and downs and lots of duct tape and glue involved. So, that might be comical for some of you guys. Not everything has to be perfect, and which is something I'm trying to learn, because I'm definitely a perfectionist. But anyway, that's enough of me just going on and on. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you have a very blessed week, and just until then, until I see you guys next, have a great one, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.